watching, so it won't be as loud. But I had a request to do cup whispering. That's one. Two, I was updating y'all about my nails. Get some more glue for my lashes. I'm just start perfecting my lashes on my own because I can definitely do the individual clusters, so no more spending money on that. Also, reach back out to my old friend that was my nail lady. Her name is Lyric. She is bum at nails because I be out here for 6 weeks. I'm gonna get her to do my nails when I go home for the 2 weeks that I go home, and then some press-ons. Make me some custom press-ons, so if my nails come off, I can still get my little 2-week update, and then that'll just leave me with 2 more weeks without some, so my nails can breathe. I also set up a appointment with my aunt's beautician, and my aunt make hair growing oil, so I'm gonna be consistent with that. Like, I'm just shifting out of my weight is coming back. I do my exercises every day. I think next week I'm gonna start using the gym here for like the 2 weeks that I have left before I go home. I really don't need it, but I just want to look good. So yeah, I haven't fully healed in the inside, so I'm not really trying to do too much, but I already set up the appointment for my beautician. I'm gonna do a early appointment because the whole back of my hair, because I was laying in that hospital bed, has fallen out, and I put my oil and grease in it. But yeah, I just want to start over, do a healthy journey. So that's the 2 things that I'm working on. I'm getting ready to go home. It's the 20th, 1220, and I go home on March 12th. So I'm excited. My time is winding down slowly but surely. But my girl be on TikTok like, hey y'all, nah, fuck that. Period. I'm gonna start doing that. That's not the topic. That's not the surprise. So I've been here working, and I've been watching true crime every night. Let me just give y'all background, because I know I mentioned this one time already about doing this. So now I think that I really want to do it because I've been watching it. Don't expect it to be like everybody. True crime is different. I just want to talk about the cases, give y'all my opinions. I know that I'm definitely supposed to be a detective or a lawyer right now. I should have been, and I probably still am going to be. Like, I'll be solving these cases before anybody. Like, it's definitely a passion. It's definitely on my mind, and now God has brought this opportunity to do this. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do these true crimes with y'all. I had a hold on. I didn't want y'all to hear that loud ass door, but bro was coming back in. But my true crime timeline is basically like, I grew up watching it with my grandma for like so long. Investigation Channel ID, who killed my husband or who killed my wife, or the killer next door. Like, all of that I watched very hard. I watched it so hard that I started to become, when I left my grandma, like, I couldn't watch it alone. I was scared to go to sleep at night, so I kind of like took a break because I started getting paranoid, thinking like somebody was gonna kill me. Like, yeah, it was, so I took like a little break, but I always been in tune with it. Then I started looking at the ASMR things, but I just, like, it's creepy to fall asleep to that because it's on my brain. So yeah, but now since I've been working overnight, I've been up and I just been watching these fucking, and I wouldn't even just say it's true crime, but somebody do always get killed. So I don't know what I want to call it yet. But today I'm watching the trial for Breasia Taylor, and Breasia Terrell. I had this saved in my YouTube watch later list for so long, but I don't know, it's disturbing watching people kill their 2-year-old girlfriend, kids, and stuff like that. So I don't know, but I just wanted to talk to y'all about this case. I haven't even finished it because it's a lot that I'm watching on this one lady channel, but I just want to give y'all the backup and kind of talk about where I'm at and just talk about it, period. This is something new that I'm trying, and I'm up in the front at my job, so bear should start this. Like, let me see if her background comes up. Let's see. Let's see if we can go to like about her first. Okay, so I found an article that says Breasia Terrell's parents and insight into her family background. So we just gonna start there because, and she was very beautiful, y'all. Like, she looks just like her mom. I can imagine losing a child, but I cannot imagine losing a child to someone that I trusted and that I have another child with. Like, I mean, and he's so fat, ugly, and fucking disgusting. Like, I'm starting to hate men. Don't get me wrong, women nasty too. And this bitch in the case with him, I definitely strongly feel like this bitch asshole knew what was going on, and she's just a fucking scary coward and fucking weirdo. But let me get into it. Clock it. Okay, so Breasia Terrell is a name that resonates with many due to her remarkable journey and circumstances surrounding her life. Remind y'all, she was only 10 years old at the time, and since this happened in 2020, I'm giving she'll be 15 now, maybe. In this article, we will dive into the life of Breasia Terrell. I keep wanting to say Taylor because Breonna Taylor, R.I.P. to her too, focusing particularly on her parents and family dynamics. Understanding the family background of influential individuals gets to shed light on the character, motivations, challenges that they face. In Breasia's case, her story is not just about her, but also about the family that shaped their journey. And I don't know, like, if I can get in trouble on this, but I don't know if this is copyright. Like, I don't know how YouTube works, but I'm reading an article, and I'm going to give them their credits because I'm reading this off the screen in front of me. So, as we explore the lives of Breasia Terrell parents, we will uncover the impact they had on upbringing and values they instilled in her. This exploration will provide a deeper understanding of how family relationships can influence personal development, especially context adversity. Additionally, we discuss the broader implications of family support and challenges. Okay, so first of all, they have the, I don't know, I can never say this word. I'm gonna say biography of Breasia Terrell. So she was born. Wow. Tell me why this shit is not even filled out. That's crazy. It's like a fill in the blank. Like they tried this shit. Talking about fill in the blank. She was born and insert the date. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a fail. But y'all get it. Fuck Henry Dinkins. We can just start there because, bitch, you nasty, fat, black, ugly. You don't get no fucking cat for real. Like, look at the lady he was with, Andrea. Like, she's fucking ugly and she's weird and she's just easily manipulated. You nasty ass bitch. And she nasty for fucking with that man. He on there talking in his interview. He like, yeah, that's a good friend of mine. Like, he disgusting than a motherfucker. So forget the background. Just know she was 10. I think that they stayed in Iowa. I don't know. She went missing in 2020 of July. And Henry Earl Dinkins, 51, fat, ugly ass, monstrous ass bitch, was convicted of first-degree murder and kidnapping and the death of Breasia Terrell, his fucking stepdaughter, my nigga. And then he was in an interview. He was like, "These are my babies, man. I don't know what I would do without." Bitch, you killed and raped this girl, and you shot her 2 times in the fucking head. Bitch, she's 10 years old. You raped her and then shot her. Was it worth it? You have to. This is why I said I don't know if I can do it, because like I'm on my little spiritual journey, but then this shit is disgusting, and to have your own kids and just to think about some shit like that is fucking disgusting. She was 10 at the time. You sexually assaulted her. Lord knows what your big ass, all I know that baby was scared. You did all this. This is her first time going to this man's house. She was happy to be with her brother and you, nigga. And that's what you did. You took her innocence and then you shot her in the back of her head and put her in a fucking pond. Can you be for... Like, I'm not saying, let me just read this shit because I go all day like his dirty, stanky ass. I hope they stick a broomstick up his ass. I hope... God, forgive me. Because I don't know, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I keep going back and forth and I know what I'm saying not right. But this is sick and it's nasty. And it's like, how do people even be born and wired like that in their fucking brain? And then what makes it a more twist, I was reading, he was already a fucking sexual pedophile that he didn't register for with his... Just imagine having kids with somebody like that, and it's not the mama fault because you can't help who you love, and people really do be living secret double lives to where you just don't know what's going on for real. But just imagine all the times you've been in my baby life since before her little brother, our child, was born. You was fucking grooming her, watching her, really attracted to her the whole time, when you supposed to be loving me and my body and who I am. Why the fuck are you looking at my daughter? Is it because she look like me? Like, let me get going for real. So this article, the People article, says an Iowa man who killed 10-year-old Breasia Terrell, who remains were found in a pond, my nigga, in 2021. A fucking pond. Like, this story is twisted. He received 2 life sentences, should have been 5 life sentences without parole on Wednesday, according to multiple reports. Henry bitch ass Earl Dinkins, who on September 15th was convicted for first-degree murder and kidnapping in relation to 10-year-old's death after pleading guilty to the charges, because he knew he was guilty as fuck. He better not try to say he was innocent, bitch. Nasty ass. Disgusting ass. And that girl Andrea is disgusting as him, because you knew what the fuck was going on. Talking about you had a bad feeling in your stomach, bitch. You a woman. I know woman intuitions kicked in as soon as that girl mama bought clothes for them and that nigga made them put on something else. Why the fuck would you want a 10-year-old wearing a big ass shirt with nothing under it and it's a man in the house? Be for real, bitch. You as nasty as that nigga. Why the fuck is all 3 of y'all in the motherfucking room with this one 10-year-old girl? I mean, both y'all grown asses in the room with this 10-year-old girl, and her little brother who she here with is in the living room playing video games. What the fuck y'all had to talk about? Why the fuck when that boy woke up and his sister was missing, did you deny him the reasons to using your phone so he can call his motherfucking mama? And I know her mama's so sick because God sent her to that house to bring them kids some clothes and to see her daughter for one last time when she went out there to play with the dog, and she was begging her mom to bring the dog in the house, and she and they got justice a little bit, but it'll never bring Breasia back. So just calm down. Don't be so aggressive when talking. Be more like God when telling this story. So let me just tell it, but I'ma still give my opinions. Sorry if y'all don't like it. Actually, I'm not sorry. Y'all know I'm never sorry. Anyway, so did I turn the mic back on? Oh yeah, thank God. All right. Okay, he pled guilty. Whatever. Dinkins was also ordered to pay $1,500,000 in restitution. I don't know that word. It's bigger than the program, okay? To Breasia's mother, Asia Lanford, per the Quad City Times. Shout out to them because they wrote this. Quote, closure doesn't exist in this case. Exactly. Langford said in court on Wednesday while reading her victim's statement. According to the outlet, justice doesn't exist in this case. You took away everything. Quoted. She also addressed Dinkins directly during the statement, asking him, was Breasia scared? Did she ask for me? Did she know those gunshots were coming? Did she beg you to stop? What were her last words? Did you watch my baby die? And the picture of this ugly ass, fat ass nigga next to this girl face is irking. That was her words to this fat ass bitch. And I would have been across the table, but let me not say what I would have been because I just don't want to do this. So he originally got locked up during questioning because he was supposed to register as a sex offender with a case that happened in 2005. 1 second. So the door is not that loud, but it was the first time, so that's why I keep, because I never know. So that's why they ended up keeping him, during questioning because his nasty ass ain't registered as a sex offender. But the mom knew he was a sex offender. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. I ain't know that. I just read it. It says, mom believes registered sex offender X knows where she is. Let me click this real quick and see if they go into the sex offender case. No. It just says, police in Iowa have identified a registered sex offender as a person in interest of the disappearance of the 10-year-old girl and have arrested him on an unrelated charge. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other one, then I'm gonna go, or I can just read this. On Tuesday, the police announced 47-year-old Henry Earl Dinkins was arrested on Friday, for an alleged registry violation of a Class D felony. Yes, so he was arrested hours after 10-year-old Breasia vanished, but he has not been charged in connection with the disappearance at this time. So that was back there. So this is what the moms had to say about him not knowing. It says Breasia's mother Letward told Dinkin is the father of another one of her children with her son. She said the pair dated almost a decade ago. I was with Dinkins, then I found out about him. He was weird. Langford told the paper Tuesday after visiting or he was 11 last year, so he was probably what, like maybe 8 to 7, I don't know. But that's a lot for a child to endure. Like, I didn't expect him to know what was going on. All that he knew was his sister was gone. I'm sure he wasn't thinking about his dad fucking her or touching her. Like, I don't even think that was planted in his head at the time, because like, he probably didn't even know stuff like that happens in life at the age that he was. But he did say, you know, it was weird that I was the only one in there by myself. But I mean, now it's weird as he grew up and as he learned and as he probably like remember. But at the time, I didn't imagine a 7-8-year-old really putting the pieces together. But Andrea, bitch, you grown enough to know what the fuck was happening, and then you claim you seen he left the house 3 times and Breasia wasn't there. Bitch, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Why the fuck is this girl not there? Why the fuck are you so scared to ask your man what the fuck is going on? Bitch, you the woman of the fucking house. What you mean? You seen him come with 3 different outfits on, change through the night, grab something out the closet, and the little girl not there. Then you looked outside. She was standing outside of the car. Why would a baby be outside in this big ass shirt with nothing under there? Like, what the fuck did you think in your brain was going to fuck on? And then when he came back without Breasia, bitch, why the fuck did you not call 911 or call this girl mama? Okay, you said you didn't have their numbers. Why you didn't call 911? Why the fuck on the 911 camera are you talking about, oh, I just woke up? I don't know what time they woke up, and this time said like 11 o'clock. But in your story, bitch, you said you woke up at 3 o'clock to go pee, and then you noticed that Breasia wasn't in the bed. Why the fuck wasn't the cops called right then and there? Bitch, you knew something was wrong, and if you were so scared of that nigga, that's when you should have been working against him. But bitch, you stayed down and you held his ass down and you listened to him. He didn't have his phone. He left it on purpose so it can't be tracked. It don't take a fucking scientist to know that. She's in the interview and she's like, she's on the stand and she's like, no, I didn't ask him anything about Breasia. I just knew that she was missing. And bitch, that's a grown ass man and that's not his daughter. What the fuck you thought was going on with these two at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning? Bitch, if it was an emergency, he would have woke your ass up and let you know what was going on. If something would have happened, if she would have started her period, or if any weird ass shit that could happen that at this time frame, he would have converted and conversated with you. You would have knew. He wouldn't be sneaking out, tiptoeing around, coming up in the house like nothing happened, leaving his phone. She would be there, bitch. Like, how the fuck could this hoe be so slow? And then she's still calling herself his girlfriend. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, back to the story. Breasia went missing on July 10th. A registered sex offender was named as her possible kidnapping and Amber Alert issued by the authorities. Deacon has not faced any charges related to her disappearance at the time that this was wrote. In 1990, Deacon, who was 17 at the time, was convicted of a 3rd-degree sexual abuse according to the records. If he was 17, imagine how old that fucking girl was. Local and federal authorities searched for the missing girl for months. Then that's March 22, 2001. In DeWitt, Iowa, remains later identified as Breasia's were found. A group of people who were fishing in the area found the decayed remains, which included a skull. The girl had been shot, and autopsy reported revealed, and Deacon was later arrested and charged with her murder. Now, when I was watching this part, the little boy said he rode with his dad to go pick up bleach from Walmart. Bitch, why the fuck is you picking up bleach from Walmart? He took the baby on a long dirt road and he poured bleach on a knife and he poured bleach in some bushes. So did you rape her in the bushes? Like, what the fuck did you do that for? And like, why did you pick up your son and do this with him? To see you, you dummy. The fuck? Then it was a man that came in and he heard about the case and he Myers also said during the trial that he woke up in the middle of the night during his sleepover and observed that his father and sister had left. The boy said Deakins came back around 6 a.m. on July 10th and took him to Walmart, where he says he purchased bleach, and they had a video of him purchasing bleach at the self-checkout with his dumb ass, and then drove to the location where Breasia's body was found. Why do you have your son with you? Like, Deakins' movement were reportedly verified by video footage and phone data, and it was crazy because during the testimony of the brother DL, he said that when his daddy went in Walmart, he seen his phone with the battery out, but he just put the battery back in just to play a game because he didn't know. He just wanted to play a game. He just put the thing in. Then when he came back with the bleach, he hurried up and took it back and put it how it was because he didn't want to get in trouble. So for him putting the battery back in, that tracked that. So that's good. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, for him to leave out of the house a total of 3 times, and the woman that he's sleeping with, I know she knew, whether he confirmed, whether he said, this is what I'm gonna do tonight, I know you felt in your stomach that it was not right for a 10-year-old to be out with a man at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then when you see her, she have on a big shirt standing outside the car. Why was she even outside the car? Like, that don't even make sense. I don't think that part is true, because it's like, standing outside the car for what? At that point, she knows she in danger, because something not right. Like, what do you want with me? Then she go to sleep first. Everybody go to sleep in the house, and you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and feel like you want to touch her. Like, you don't even let her get comfortable coming over there. Like, let her come over there a few times to where, like, that's wrong too. But like, nigga, you are just like quick with it. Like, you're fucking disgusting, and the people around you are disgusting. Or the fact, like, I feel like Andrea need to be charged as well. I don't give a fuck, because it's certain things that she could have done. She didn't call the cops. She didn't call the boy mama. She did. She said she didn't know the number, but if the boy asked you to call his mama, use your phone. He knew his mama number, and I know he did, because I knew my mama number when I was 6 years old. So I know he knew his mama number because he tried to use your phone to call it, and you access denied his ass because you're trying to cover up for that nigga, but you knew something was wrong. So she need to be charged too. I don't care whether she's too. She even said herself, I'm very submissive to Mr. Dinkins, meaning he could tell her anything, meaning she would listen, meaning I know that her dumb slow ass felt that this nigga liked this child, and she just didn't say nothing because she was scared. But you're not that scared, boo. You shouldn't want to be around somebody like that, and you were. You laid with him, and your body, you talking about nature call. No, bitch, your body was bothering you because you knew something was wrong. That's why you woke up and you seen what you seen, but you still felt this child because you didn't do what you're supposed to do when you seen a child that's in your care at your house disappear with a sick ass, weird ass man, and you know this nigga was weird because you're a weird bitch. It's no excuse. It's no excuse for what the fuck this man did to this girl, and he shot her in the head, and then in his fucking 4 hour of getting investigated, he acting clueless. He talking about my baby's this, my baby gone, this is hard for me. He trying to make himself cry, but he can't even cry. He trying to stop talking, he trying to pause, he trying to, oh my god, this is so hard for me to talk, man. He trying to get sympathy from the detective. He keep on saying like, oh, this is so hard, I just give me a minute, like this is hard, this is hard for me. He waited for the man to say like, I know how you feel. Nah, bitch, he ain't saying none of that, because bitch, everybody got a feeling that it's you. He steady saying it. And then he that she was like, the cop was like, how am I supposed to figure something out if I don't have any information on her? The mom was like, fuck this shit, come on D, I'm leaving. She left. He talking about some, she mad at me like I had something to do with it. Like, this my fault, I'm suffering too. Like, he said the shit on the body cam, and just to know that R.I.P. to Breasia Terrell. That shit weird. That shit not fair. Words cannot describe the heartache and emptiness that we feel now that police have confirmed the remains located in the with Breasia. Langford said in a statement through National Center of Missing Children. Our love for Breasia has gotten us through the past 9 months, and we will continue to see through this as we fight for justice. Like, why the fuck? I don't understand, bruh. I'll never understand. I would never understand, like, why would you do that? Like, and then y'all can go look it up and see the body cam footage if I want to. He like, how did I lose her? Like, boy, you know my nigga. And wait a minute, because I see something that says son testifies he saw father shoot 10-year-old. Hold on. Because I'm still watching his testimony, but if he says this is crazy. It says, wow, Henry Deacon's son testified in court that he saw his father shoot Breasia Terrell. The assertion was made for the first time Monday in Scott County courtroom after the 11-year-old boy returned to the witness stand for the second day. He told the defense attorney that he saw his father shoot and kill her. What? So, that's a twist for me, because that little boy woke up and was right next to the cops. And granted, I said to myself, that shit sounds staged as hell, because he was talking too fast. The cop wasn't even talking to him. He was like, oh, she missing, she was in her bed, now she's not. And the man acts like, where is she or something, and then he was like, oh, in the bed. But I don't know if he misheard the question, but the question was to the daddy. The little boy was just like ready, like, I don't know. So let me read this. This is my first time reading this, but if he's seen his father shoot her, then why the fuck was he lying, saying that she was missing too? Like, I'm not gonna say why, because you know a kid can be persuaded, but the way that he sounds very mature, it's just like, if you was mature enough to tell your sister to come with you to your dad's house because you know that you were uncomfortable, then you know that she wasn't missing. Like, you should have said from the jump, I see my daddy shoot her. Okay, so let me read this with y'all. Let's learn this together. Then we gonna wrap this shit up. Okay, it said identified in court as the boy Breasia's younger half-brother was 8 at the time of her death. Throughout the testimony, he offered some contradictory answers and appeared a few confused at times. When Fred asked DL if DL was telling the truth about seeing Breasia's murder, pointing out that he told investigators he saw Dinkins and Dinkins' girlfriend take Breasia from the car before he heard, hold on, 2 shots. Everything I say is true. What? What the fuck? So, Andrea, that's what I'm saying. She's so submissive to this dude that I don't put it past that she helped him, because she's listening to this weird ass, fat ass creature that's controlling her, and she herself look like she sit in front of a computer and play Fortnite all fucking day. Like, she gives nerd and weird and one of them ones. What the fuck? I'm trying to see why he didn't tell his mama that though. Like, if that was true, like, that's something, the first thing that you say. What? He spent the night with Dinkins at the During the morning, Breasia was missing. They also questioned DL's testimony about seeing Deacons use police to clean a machete with blood on it, pointing out the boy never said that to police during none of the interviews. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, his stories did frizz me up a little bit, because why did you see him clean a machete if your sister was shot? I don't get why he was cleaning a knife unless he dismembered some of her body parts. I don't know. Also, you on a body camera talking about you woke up at 3 o'clock and you didn't see your sister. You felt the kick, but a hard kick. I guess that was her getting out of the bed, or the man getting her out of the bed. And if a man is getting you out the bed, like, why the fuck are you not talking? Why are you saying, like, I don't want to go with you, or put me down? Like, was she asleep? Like, I don't understand that part, and I don't understand how he's so quick to run to the police as an 8-year-old, and he's just jumping in the mix of what's going on, just saying his sister is missing, and they went riding around, and then the daddy talk been up already. Then he texted my man 8, like, oh, I just woke up and she wasn't here. But the boy with me, like, I don't know if it's because he a kid or what, because he only 11 at this time, but he was 8 at that time. So during the boy's testimony on Friday, he said Dinkins picked up DL Breasia on July 9th. He told the court Breasia went missing sometime in the night. Dinkins returned it to apartments 2 times earlier on the 10th. Breasia was not present, and I'm not gonna lie, I did watch his testimony. I was watching some of it, and he kept saying, like, I think he got bleached. I think he did that, or I fell asleep, or I don't recall, or I was asleep. Like, he got a lot of inconsistencies in it, and I don't understand why. Maybe his brain fried from everything. Anyway, a text at 8:08 a.m. Langford took the witness stand on Monday and offered a narrative about July 10th. She said her day started with the early text from the manager at Checkers restaurant. She was scheduled to work later in the morning, but the manager needed help. Testified that she brushed her teeth, hustled to work. She arrived at 8:04. 4 minutes later, her world began to crumble. Cell phone records introduced by Cunningham showed 8:08 Dinkins text her and said, I just woke up. Breasia is gone. In the testimony, Langford described the rising panic as she reached Dinkins during one brief conversation. She said that Dinkins told her he was headed to the police department to report Breasia missing. Langford described how she felt. She left work and sat on the Lucas Street, intending to stop at the police station. She saw Dinkins drive past her and made a U-turn and followed him. She said he finally turned into the McDonald's on the corner of the East and said, why did he go to McDonald's? I was screaming. I told him to give me my son back. Dinkins kept saying, I don't know, I just woke up. She wasn't there. I knew he was lying. I just knew something wasn't right. It didn't make sense exactly. A mother knows, so for real. They asked her when DL told her he witnessed the killing of Breasia, and specifically if it was before or after Langford learned that her daughter had been shot. Langford said she didn't remember. Freeze did establish that in hours after the disappearance, DL was questioned and was driven around the credit area. Langford was present. Langford acknowledged that at the time, DL never mentioned seeing Breasia murdered or the cleaning of the machete. But it's still going. It's steady going back up. So the shot. Wait. I felt sick. Culbertson told the court, "Shut up, bitch." With her lying ass, she went to sleep around 11:30. They were still awake playing video games, but then she said that Breasia went to sleep first. So how they still awake? She testified she woke up around 3. It was time she discovered that she wasn't in the bed, but nobody called the police. Okay. She said she felt sick, scared. She replied, "I felt sick to my stomach." Later, Culbertson said something was wrong because Breasia was gone. DL was still in the apartment, and she discovered he left his phone behind, all this shit, and you still didn't call the police. She added a haunted detail yourself if they do shit like this.